I'm here in my typical environment. It's what I use to do my training tutorials. I have 4 different scenes and I'm switching from one scene to the other. Now, when I'm doing a live or preparing to do a live, I'm going to change those scenes. I'm going to add elements. I'm going to remove some of the elements. Of course, I can add live scenes and have a complete set of scenes. But then it becomes a bit difficult to know exactly which scene is for what. And for this, OBS is providing us with a way to put together some scenes, and we will call this a collection. And then it's easy to switch from, for example, the collection I use to prepare trainings to the collections of scenes I use to do the lives. It's Kristen from Vision 6D, and it's what I'm going to look with you right now. We have our 4 scenes that are defined here, and now I go here up into scene collection. We see that we could define a new scene, we could duplicate the scene. What is interesting for us at the moment is to see that this set of scenes is named untitled. It's an untitled connection. It's an untitled collection of scenes. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to rename it. I'm going to name them tutorials. We see that at the level of the scenes, nothing changed. And if we go up into the scene collection, we have now a scene which is called tutorial. So we are now going to create the scene collection for the live, and I can use new here. A window is opening to give me the opportunity to give a name to this. So I'll name it live new, and we'll see why I'm doing this way. And as you could expect, all the scenes have disappeared, and now I can start from scratch creating new scenes. And within the scene collection, we see that we have here live new, but we still have tutorials. So if I want to switch back to creation of tutorials, I can simply click on the scene collection named tutorials, and you see that I'm getting back all the scenes I had before. So with the collection live, we are starting from scratch. It's empty, so we have to redo everything. So maybe I'm lazy sometimes, and I think that I could go another way. It's to take again tutorials and to say, okay, what I want in the end for the live, it's some elements from the tutorials collection, but I don't want to recreate everything. So I could duplicate it and then bring my modifications. So it's why now I'm going to name this live and not live new, because it is a copy of the other collection. So you see here down that we have all the scenes we had, but if you look at the top, you see scenes, 2 points, and it's live, semicolon live. And if I go into the scene collection, you see that I'm really on the live one. If I now switch to the live new, I'm really switching to the one that is empty, and I'm going back to live where I have already the elements, the sources, and the scenes from the one that was named tutorial. I modified the scenes we had, that it matches what I'm using to make a live. And we see that I have a first scene, which is here. Welcome to our live session. We'll start soon. This is what I use in the beginning of sessions. Like that, people know that something will happen. And then I can start the live. And for this, I have a first scene with an image here. It's a satellite image, for example, that I can use to illustrate that today in the construction industry, a lot of machines and even goods and materials are located through GPS coordinates. And then I have another scene which is composed here, you see, of a short movie, a short video that shows in the construction sector how it can be used, and I can use this video to illustrate my purpose about usage of GPS coordinates into the construction industry. And the last scene that I'm using, for example, it could be this, where I thank the participants that followed my live, and I hope to see them soon again. So now I can switch back to the other set of scenes, the other collection. If I switch now back to tutorials, we see that I find all my scenes, that there were no alteration between the scenes, and that the two are living together. And of course, we have here the example of 2 collections, but you can have many more collections. Now you know what's the use of scenes. For me, it was a pleasure to share this with you, and I'm looking forward for other modules to share with you. Have a great time. Bye-bye.